Connecting, Tigger. Right, are we live? I'll wait for a minute just to see if we're actually live. Will you check on your internet, please?
I shall check on my internet.
Like that, is it? Are we live, Sophie?
I'm going to guess so.
You're going to guess so? That's helpful, isn't it? Okay then, well let's just assume we are. Hello, everybody.
Yes, we are.
Hiya. Hiya, everybody.
Hi.
Look at us.
Hi.
Hiya.
There we go.
There we are. So we're back. We're back again. Hello. So today is the 208 subscriber special. That's how many subscribers we've got now.
Nice.
I don't know. You may have noticed the theme. It's a subscriber special every time because we are going for about 2 million subscribers. Just want to get that double gold plaque in it, and that's what we're going for. So
that'd be good.
208 is a lot closer than 200 was last week. So Wendy Jackson says you're live, and Hayden Watt says yep.
Hello.
So hi guys. Do you want to know what we're called? I'll just do this.
Already on there.
Look at this.
Yeah.
No, now it is the Best Ever Tattoo Podcast. Oh yeah, our names were already on there, weren't they? Thanks, Andy, and that's Sophie Jackson. Go, Sophie, talk about your subject that you wanted to talk about.
Oh, we're going to get straight into it.
We can do.
I've only got like one. Well, the pictures are there.
Oh, well, we've got the giveaway to do also today. There was a giveaway last time for those two of you watching who didn't. How many's watching anyway? One. Oh, so I'm saying hello to one of them and they've went already. Oh, cheers.
They just come on and went yep,
cheers,
and then
mate.
left.
Oh, you just assuming that's definitely your mum?
Yeah,
the one
definitely.
Hello, okay, Sophie's mum then. We're doing a giveaway for some people who aren't even watching right now. So, right.
Well, are we doing should we do the giveaway later on now?
Giveaway later, yeah. We'll do it later. Right, okay, let's talk about your subject. My chat box is gone. Why is my chat box gone?
I've got chat box, don't worry about that.
This is why I don't like this. Right. One folder. Right, are we doing your picture first, are we?
Well, you can if you want. You can do whatever.
Are you thinking you don't want to, like?
No, just do it. Just get it up.
Let's get it up then. Sophie's picture. Come on.
You want to put it there?
I do want to put it there. Oh wow, okay. Let's have a look at that. I'm excited about this.
So.
Wait there, I haven't put it on the thing yet. Well, these need to know that. Studio mode, is it?
Yep.
Oh. Why was that all about? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, studio mode. Then we go second display. What's little? Right, there we go.
Okay.
Any permanent makeup artist here trained for micro shading and self-taught myself hair strokes. Tried OK fake skin and it was just a disaster with the hair strokes. I feel like I didn't do too bad considering I was bent up in a weird position to see my stretch and my skin properly. So they've done an eyebrow.
They have
on that
microbladed an eyebrow on their own angle. I was just like, if you just can't see at the bottom there, but it's just all laugh react.
Oh, was it really? Is that like on the picture?
You can't see, it's cut off, but basically, yeah, everyone was like, why have you done this to your own angle?
I don't. It's bad, innit? It's not good either.
No, they didn't get the correct.
There's no like.
They didn't get the correct where the eyebrow goes.
What do you mean?
Like it goes.
Like someone's supposed to come that way as well, and then someone go that way.
The ones that are diagonal, they're correct at the very end, but in the middle they don't go like that. They're like.
Oh, they go down.
Yeah.
Like more straight that way. Okay.
Yeah, and then they go like that.
I think everyone's still here, by the way. I just saw it in the chat thing there popped up. Looks like it's a quality watch. Top fans, hello, me too. I'm still here. Okay.
So yeah, what's
right? Okay. Like I have to say, I admire the dedication to it. Like
it's just mental. Like they've just tattooed an eyebrow onto their ankle.
I honestly almost feel like I want an eyebrow tattoo now, just on my wrist or something. I've got a gap there. No, that one. There was a nice eyebrow in there. I want them stupid modern ones where they just go brushed up like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice. What's your thoughts on it like?
I just kept thinking about it after I saved it, and I was like, this is mental. Just like I'd see it on me photos on my phone, and just be like, "Is this person tattooed an eyebrow onto their leg?"
It's not bad for practicing though. Not a bad idea. I like the idea of them just having like a whole selection of eyebrows just all the way up their leg. And they're
It's
like,
like, which
I've
one do you
nailed
want?
them. By the time I got to the 30th one, I nailed eyebrows. Like, here now. It's like, have you got a portfolio of the work you've done before? As it happens, yes. You'd pull your leg down or something. Nice. I like that, like.
So is that like brown stuff done with tattooing needles, or is that like special microblade and stuff?
I don't know. I honestly don't know what microblading means, but I know that like Sophie Kyle did eyebrow course, and she got like she had to spend thousands on it. It was like $5,000 or something stupid like that. And they made her buy a machine, and the machine was just like a Cheyenne Hawk machine. I think it's even the same company,
Right.
but they had like thinner needles. So you know, like the different needle sizes are like we have 35s for most of them. Then the 00 sizes that we've got in that cabinet are like 25s or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was saying Tenkura uses for the Japanese stuff because they need to rip the skin more. They use 50s. Like it's like 0.5 of whatever. I don't know, a mile or something. So I think hers were like even thinner again. Like the tiny skinny needles. But they're charging like ridiculous money for them. And then the inks are like crap as well. But I've seen people do like similar jobs with just tattoo needles and like they look fine. You don't tell after they
I feel like I've made this up, but I thought you had a blade and you just rub the ink into the eyebrow area and then like just cut it with a blade. I feel like I've just made that up.
I'm not sure.
I guess that's microblade ink. I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah, that was the only picture I had.
Okay.
Pretty crazy. Funny.
It's pretty out there, that like.
Mm.
I like it though. I appreciate that. What have I got to show you though? Well, first of all, I want to show this video. I know we've watched it loads of times, Sophie, but I just want to show everyone else it. That's not what you do.
You love this one, don't you?
I love it. I absolutely love it so much, right? This man, so if you've got anxiety, if anyone watching has anxiety, right? Just watch this. Here you go.
Pi, please listen. How do you handle anxiety? Anxiety. Just don't worry about it, mate.
Does that play on there? Put the sound on for a second.
This is gonna be... No, it's fine.
It does. There you go. So good. How do you feel about that? No longer have anxiety. There you go. You're welcome.
I'm pretty sure that is actually how you get rid of anxiety, though.
Yeah, and stop eating plants.
Yeah.
Right, what else have we got? Oh, so someone, this is just something I was going to tell you. Someone wrote on Peter Lee, have your say, best tattooist in the area, looking to start a back piece, thank you. And there was loads of people like, oh, you should go to me mate down here, you should go to me. Like, then one guy's like, oh, I do tattoos, what do you think? I just wrote, me, by far. And he actually messaged us and sent us some ideas over and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a bit of a conversation with him about it. So this, just me being a dick on the internet again. Let's read
Classic.
this one. Someone wrote proper wave grey wash. And I wrote...
Oh, you've sent us this one before.
I have. The wave grey wash is said to be covered... Oh, that was supposed to say coveted. God damn it.
Oh, ruined.
Amongst tattoo artists. Is amongst even a word?
Yeah.
Tattoo artists the world over. As many know, there is only a single proper way of grey wash, but many, many improper ways of grey wash. The improper way is considered by many to be anything other than the proper way, and the improper way is far inferior to the one and only proper way. Only those who seek and are worthy are able to find the proper way of grey wash, but it has been said that by washing the grey before one greys the wash, one will be more than a single step closer to discovering the proper way of grey wash. Good luck on your journey, and may you find the proper way of grey wash.
It is a weird way of...
He's probably foreign, isn't he?
I don't know, because Jordan sometimes speaks like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had a guy, when I went to Caterpillar, come up to me table and just go, lang tie wraps. And I'm like, cheese sandwich? What we're doing, just saying words. First of all, they're cable ties, mate. Second of all, it's fucking long, not lang.
Lang.
And third of all, can you not be like, excuse me, mate, do you know where the long cable ties are?
Or did you just say the
He
word?
just goes, lang tie wraps. Red car. Like, what?
Yeah.
Fuck off, mate. I'm not getting paid to fucking tell you where the lang tie wraps are, mate. Right. So, I've got a few things that I wanted to talk about. What's this tips thing? Tips? The fuck?
You don't even know your own...
Make sure
I'll
to
make
leave
sure
tip.
to leave a tip. Shake my head.
Hang on, have I like missed half of this thing out? Right. Some guy, shall I say? Yeah, I'll say his name because he fucking blocked this anyway. Josh, shall I put it on there? I'll put it on there, right, like this, because I like doing it like this.
Josh Petit Tit.
Joshua Petit. And he fucking is a tit as well.
And small, because that's what it means.
And small, because that's what it means, yeah. Joshua's small tit. If you keep your artist working till 3:30 a.m., make sure to leave a tip somewhere. Let me shake my head for those who don't understand text speak. Hello, Sarah C. She just said hello.
Hello.
Right, Americans. Hey, Sarah, right? I think Sarah will get this. If you're a tattoo artist, right, and you're charging someone like $1,000 a day or whatever like that, do you have to have a tip? Like, fucking chill out on the tips, mate. So, anyway, I wrote this. He blocked us. I wrote, unpopular opinion, if you want more money, just ask for it.
Yeah.
Do you really need a tip? It's not like you're in a waitress situation where you're not getting even paid enough.
I mean, you're self-employed.
Or people cannot be assholes and leave a tip. So I wrote, I understand that you guys... Hang on, I'll get the different one. Different one. Yeah.
That's the one.
That's the one. I understand how you guys do things, but it always sounds to me like, wow, that guy was so rude. He didn't even give me more money than I asked for. What an asshole. So then, what happened? This. Then this happened.
He dirty deleted.
But he'd wrote, post has been removed, but that means I'm not allowed to look at it. Sounds like, to me, you can kick rocks. So I did me sarcastic thing. I actually tried it once. I found the bigger they are, the harder it is to do, but the kind of works sometimes. Put your prices up, though, for sure. But I didn't get to put that on because he'd already blocked his little fucking maggot. Don't be so soft anyway, mate, right? But yeah, put your prices up if you want more, mate.
Yeah.
It's so stupid, man. I get it, though. I know that they live in tip culture and they like have to tip just to fucking have a piss or something or whatever, but like...
Yeah, it is... It's definitely because of the tip culture of waitressing and stuff, isn't it? Because we don't really...
We don't have that. Because we pay, in restaurants, they get paid a living wage, so it's fine. What's pa? Oh, I saw this. This is like the palm tattoos thing. Someone had wrote like... No. They were writing like how to heal palm tattoos or something. How to do palm tattoos. I didn't... Oh no, customer just sent me a photo of these palm tattoos which are a couple of years old with no touch-ups.
Really?
This is what your palm tattoos look like. They are spread, but this is kind of the point of it. If you want them to go in, they never look neat, because we were talking about that before, weren't they?
Yeah.
So they're like, as far as palm tattoos go, really good.
Yeah.
But still, you can see they're blobby and
I feel like
stuff.
they've accounted for that. Like they've used the right text, the font to make it look like when it goes blobby, it still doesn't.
How much did that one hurt? Look at that.
Oh, that N.
It's in there, solid, but that hurt, didn't it?
The guy aimed for my soul and hit.
Yeah. So there's some palm tattoos to show you. But the main thing I wanted to do, well, apart from the, because I'm almost already out of subjects, but the main thing I wanted to do on here was show you this weird chair post. This was kind of long. I hope I can. You
showed us a chair one before.
Well, I haven't showed the people, Sophie. So let's have a look.
I don't know
if I showed you this. I don't think I showed you this. Someone said, let's have a look.
Yes, I have seen this.
You have seen this? Or did you look at it separately?
No, you showed me this?
No, I haven't, Sophie. Don't lie. I wouldn't have showed you this because I knew this was for the podcast. You've looked at this, sneaked on
I
there.
haven't.
Yeah. Someone called Remo Barcelona. I just noticed Chris O'Donnell blocked me on Instagram for saying that his new chair doesn't look comfortable. How could anyone be so fragile? Have you guys ever met or interacted with your idols and found a surprising conclusion? And I wrote, I don't know who that is, and I've never seen the chair, but I've also decided it's uncomfortable now from seeing just this post. In fact, my back even hurts just thinking about it. And he laughed, reacted that.
You're such a prick.
Then I was like, wow, I just went to look for it. What even is that? Do they always need the crap steel chair underneath to rest it on? I legit don't understand, right? And this is the chair.
How How do you sit on it?
What the fuck is that?
Like, is he displaying it on the other chair, or?
No. That's
the whole chair.
That's it, Sophie. Yeah, this is the crack. So let's have a look at what else I've got. Someone says you have to, like, hang on. No, I'll leave that one for now. What's this? So, right. Not that. I wish I had these in order. Oh, that's a different subject. Someone wrote, this is because he got blocked on nothing for saying that the chair was bad.
Yeah.
Some lass had said, Destiny Bar Area. Mike Chambers blocked me for commenting on how he changes girlfriends a lot. I don't know if I know who that is or not. It's funny.
Is that the guy with his chair, or was that separate?
That was about the chair, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
This is another comments. That is a really goofy looking chair, but it seems they really thought the design and functionality though. Looks like a medieval torture device made. $1,500. And it doesn't even come with the required folding chair. So he said to go on his website and look at someone using one.
Do you like lean on it? Like that long...
This is someone using one here.
Oh, to the customer?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So he's sitting on this chair, which is sitting on its own chair.
This whole time I thought it was for the artist.
No, that's for the customer to sit on. Look how comfortable that looks compared to that normal chair that he could have been sitting on. It's a better angle, I guess, but like still.
What's his arm resting on though? He's still going to have to...
Just that's the hard wood back up there.
No, I mean like he's tattooing... Like what's supporting the arm that's getting tattooed? Is there another thing?
He's not getting tattooed on his arm, is he? Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Fuck knows. Right, I must have some better things. Right, so this is the next comment that I saw about that. So I said, just when I look at it, does it obviously the chair underneath? He's like, exactly. They designed a square-edged, weird-looking rectangle of a chair that I think sits on top of a folding chair. Why not just use the fucking folding chair? But to be fair, it's at a different angle than the folding chair, so maybe that could be why. But I was like, so they've made a chair that needs its own chair. Like, I hate it. Give it some fucking legs or something. Why do you have to have... Oh.
Yeah, why doesn't... Yeah.
Could it not just have, like...
Wooden legs coming down?
Wooden legs or something coming off? Or maybe just another leg that can sit up when you need, like... How about, right, we put the legs on the front that can fold away. Then you can sit on it as just a weird, big, high chair. Or if you really wanted to lean back at this angle, give it some other legs that come off the back. So you can have it at that angle.
You know what it looks like? You're playing a game in sandbox mode and you've just found two chairs and stuck them together.
Yeah.
You've picked one from the medieval pack and you've picked one from the metal pack and just put them together. So there's a few guys involved in this chair, right? And I went on their profiles to find them. They've since deleted all photos of the chair off their Instagrams, which I think is a weak move. If you like your chair, mate, just like the chair. So this is some of the guys that are making these chairs, right, who are involved. There's one of them. Big fish.
There's another one of them. They're fish holding men.
Weird.
Classic fish holding man attitude.
Classic fish holding man chair.
This weird chair comes with comes in red, green.
Oh, which one do you like better?
I don't know. I like these folding chairs.
They have heirloom quality.
Yeah, they can fit on these weird folding metal plastic chairs.
You can't customize the folding chairs though.
Well, you can because that one's different to them too.
Oh.
Is that same one? Oh, that's the green one on that nice wooden chair again.
Someone put I have many questions on our chat.
What about ask us the questions.
How?
Is it about the chair? I have many questions about it, and I think I'm starting to understand what the crack is. Right, it's the more things that I saw that were funny that people wrote about it. Oh no, yeah, okay. There was another thing here. Someone said, "How would one sit on it?" I'm confused. Then he said, "I don't really know, but I think I've seen it on a dominatrix video before." Then I gave a quick tutorial on how to use the chair. Right, here's my tutorial coming up as soon as I just organise my page. Right. Well, first you have to get a really weak-looking metal chair. You have to balance this chair precariously on top of the dodgy metal chair and hope really hard that it doesn't fall off. Once you've done all of that nonsense, you tell your client to climb up onto it, all whilst you wait in a different room scrolling your phone, ignoring all clattering noises and screams of confusion and pain until they figure it out themselves and then only go back in when they shout, "I'm ready."
Yeah, like imagine getting a tattoo and you walk into the room and it's got
And they're just
that.
like, just sit on the chair
It's
and
like-
you're just like, should I take this thing off at first or not?
Which-
no, that's
which
the
chair?
Which chair, mate? Should I take this fucking weird, like, half a coffin off at first? No, that's the chair. Right? Am I supposed to just balance it? No, just leave it on that metal chair, mate. How many of these have slipped off? Don't worry about that. What's this other bit there? Is that to, like, have it at a even lower angle? I don't trust...
I hate it so much.
I don't trust them metal chairs enough to be able to...
Is it just hooked on by that wooden thing at the back?
That's what it looks like.
It's not welded
It
on or
seems
anything.
very likely to slip off, doesn't it?
It looks
No,
like
no
you
offense,
just
Brad, but and Dan.
deconstruct.
Yeah, I don't like your chair. Like, it looks quite well made, honestly. I get that.
It would be cool if it didn't have the base chair and it was just like
It was just its own chair.
its own chair and it felt like it's an accessory.
Weird, innit?
He's walked down to like the scrapyard and saw that and be like, I know what I can do.
What's this? A broken chair with no front legs? Get in. I'm going to just rest that against a really cheap plastic chair.
No, it was already on in the scrapyard. It was already on the plastic chair.
Oh, it was
man.
just rested on it. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, can I
he
have
saw
this?
that exactly and was like, I know.
How much do you want for this, mate? What, them two separate chairs? Oh, that's separate, is it? $1,500, mate. Okay. You got yourself a deal. We have some questions. Grounded effect. Ask the questions about the chair, will you? And I'll tell you what I think. Hayden Watt says, what is your view on AI art? Could they be good as reference material for tattoos? Yes.
I've already
I think so.
seen someone Photoshop AI art onto a tattoo and say that they've done it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we said before. I do think that it could be good for reference, innit? We did that whole, like, on the last podcast, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good for reference. Like, if you just go like, oh, I want a Robin wearing a
Cowboy
big,
hat.
wide black hat. Like that one. Don't worry about the sideburns that were attached to it. You know, you could write that in and then do that as a tattoo. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, that'd come off. It's good for inspiration, I think.
I think, yeah.
But you get people who like pretend that they've drawn it, and it's like, oh, related to that, that's something I saw on Instagram. I was telling you about it yesterday. It was like, because JJ commented on it, I think.
Mm-hmm. What did you comment on again?
He commented on a post. A tattoo artist on Instagram was like, would anyone be interested in these as prints for your wall or your studio?
They were just AI things.
And they were AI
Right,
generated,
yeah, yeah.
and I think they said Emily, and I think it was their daughter, or I don't know. And like, Mother's Ruin, and JJ commented on it saying, "Is this AI?"
Yeah,
and
it did look AI, yeah. Yeah, so like, because they were saying their daughter's just trying something, and she's trying writing girl face, click,
Yeah.
generate, do you want to buy this?
Yeah.
Like, some people probably would buy it. I don't know if that would get saturated quick though, wouldn't it?
There's someone I've seen someone selling like what they do is they do the most like they go like Captain America as Native American, and they do all the Marvel heroes as Native Americans, they do all the Marvel heroes as Vikings, and AI generated and sell them, and I'm pretty sure they're making money off that. But again, like they don't Photoshop them to make them a bit better. Like they just
leave
raw,
the,
like
leave the wonky hands on and that.
Yeah, and they're like too
And
many
I think that's the key though, is using it like as a reference material. So even if you keep it 90% the same and just change the little bit, like for tattoo, like reference material for tattoos, like I think it could be really good, honestly. Because if you want like a woman in a specific position, especially when it starts getting better at this stuff,
it is really good now.
like, yeah, I don't see why not. I know loads of people will say it's cheating and stuff like that, but it depends on what you want, what you consider your own job title to be. Are you like the master creator of everything and everything? Because I had a lass who was in the studio the other day. What was her What was that lass? I was tattooing. I don't know if I was tattooing her or her mate or something. Oh, what was it? What was she getting? I can't remember now. But anyway, oh yeah, she showed us some of her paintings and drawings, and they're all right, but all the proportions are all over the place. And I'm like, do you ever use like reference, like to trace the outline, like to give yourself like just the proportions to start? And she's like, no, there's one of the lasses in my course, she's doing that, and it's just cheating. They're like, you can't do that. And I'm like, I thought that's what your attitude was going to be. I'm like, right, okay, well, I'm going to give you some homework. And she's just like, what? Homework? And it's like, I'm just, whatever. I like to give people homework. Go on your next painting you do. Let yourself trace that, right? It's not cheat, right? Okay, I'll give you that it's cheating if it's for your final masterpiece project or something. If you really want that to be the thing, let's just say, yeah, fine, it's cheating for your final piece. But for your practice pieces and your like exercises and your, do you know what I mean? When you, what would you call a small studies?
A study, yeah.
Then anything goes on a study because you're studying. So let yourself do it with the right proportions on your study, because then you'll get used to what the brush strokes feel like when they're doing the right proportions. You don't have to master like proportions on day one of learning how to paint.
Yeah.
So let yourself trace it for a bit, get used to that, or maybe do alternate, one traced, one not traced, one traced, and then eventually your not traced ones are going to start to come more into proportion as you start to get better at it. But she wasn't having any of it though. She says, nah, I couldn't do that, like it's cheating. And it's like your ego's stopping you from getting good at art.
Yeah.
Like if she lets herself do that for 5 paintings, then goes back to doing them herself, she's going to be like, right, okay.
It's like you have to learn. If she's trying to learn all the things at once.
Yeah, you can't learn everything at once.
Just pick something and then learn that.
It's like, right, so you're learning how to ride a motorbike. Today we're doing wheelies, and it's like, how do you balance on it?
Yeah.
Just rev and then drop the clutch in it. Like, how many bikes would be flipped over by like trying to learn wheelies on day one?
Yeah.
And the equivalent in a painting of a flipped over bike from trying to do a wheelie is fucking wonky proportions on a portrait. So I think AI as a reference could help with that kind of thing, even because they're going to get the proportions pretty close to right for now, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty good now. There's the only 2 problems I think they have is teeth. If someone's smiling, they put way too many teeth in, which is horrendous.
And the hands are mental.
And the hands,
all over the place,
but apparently it's not because of the program itself. It's because when they were training it in the early days, they didn't have good hand reference, or they didn't train it to do hands, so it just can't. But it will be able to at some point. Basically.
I thought, wouldn't it be funny for everyone to just put dicks in everything for a bit? If we put dicks in our art for just a bit, like maybe, I don't know, a couple of months, maybe a couple of years, AI will just add dicks to everything forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Ground Affected said, feel like the chair's missing something. Yeah, its own fucking legs. That's what's missing. Right, should we do the giveaway? And then, that's a good...
Okay.
We've only done half an hour for now, but, they don't have to be long. They don't all have to be long. We're not getting questions. Right, the giveaway, okay? Ready? So we put the names in a hat. This hat has its own sideburns, but don't worry about that. First name. I really wanted to put the little hat inside the big hat. I like it. Right, okay, first name. This is the giveaway for which one? The 200... No, what was it? No, it was £200. We were giving away a £100 voucher.
No, it was...
Yeah, and a £50 voucher.
2 50s and
a £50 voucher. So hold it up. Just one. Hold the one up.
Which one?
Yeah. This one is going to this person. Oh, hang on. Shit. Hang on, just so you know. There they are, right? They're in there. Oh, don't look at the little star. Don't worry about this hat, right? Right. Who's this? This is the person who wins the first one.
Ben Taylor.
Ben Taylor, congratulations. You've just got £100 worth of voucher. Ground Affected says, I'm a bit concerned about the hat sideburns. Don't worry about that. You don't worry about that, buddy.
It's for £50.
This is for one £50 voucher. This person. This people... Oh, so did I tell him they had to comment?
Little Johnny.
Little Johnny, you've got yourself a £50 voucher. I just want to see what the people wrote. I'm going to find out what Little Johnny wrote. Where are we at? Little Johnny wrote, I would like to enter your stupid contest for your crap vouchers that aren't crap. I'd be happy to win any amount, really. Well, you did, buddy.
Nice.
You won £50. What did Ben write?
Everyone said stupid contest.
Ben wrote, I want to be entered into your stupid competition and I want £50 or £100 of sweet vouchers. Third and final voucher. This person. Who's this?
John Hall.
John Hall. He was on Facebook. What did he write on Facebook? Oh, he shared us on Facebook and wrote, these cunts are really good at podcasting who. So there you go. And I'm not going to contact you to tell you that you've won this. You have to see it on here.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And then contact me on Facebook, let's say. And if you don't have a Facebook account, fucking make one or something. Or make a fake one and be like, hey, buddy, this is me. I know it says something weird on here, but... Yeah, or Instagram, yeah. Facebook or Instagram, or you could just email us at tattoo@thunderton.com. Do you reckon that's fair? That's probably the easiest one, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I've just opened Photoshop.
I clicked on it kind of half by accident. I was kind of hoping, you know what? I was going to put the email on there, but it's taken far too long to load up, isn't it?
Yeah, and your computer's probably going to be like, oh, right now. I think we are lagging a bit as well.
Oh my God, right. Sorry, we are lagging. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to do too many computer things. Okay, so yes.
Have you closed Photoshop?
I have not closed Photoshop, Sophie, but I will. How about that? Right, cool. Yeah, so email. No, yeah, I think I would prefer Facebook first. I'd prefer Instagram second. And then you can just email us at tattoo@thunderton.com.
Which we always forget.
Like this.
Tattoo
at the and I'll fucking spell it wrong. Right, let's try again. Tattoo
at theme
at thunderton.com. That looks like a G. It's not a G, it's a C.
.com.
Tattoo at thunderton.com. So send that. Fucking send that in. And now fucking tattoo you wanna. Out you like. Dicks. We've got a special on dicks.
Dick sleeves.
Dick sleeves, special on dick sleeves. Just balls at the bottom of the hand. Just 2 lines straight up there.
Think someone's got that?
And jizz not there. Not yet, but they will. Whoever's got this one. John Hall, you're getting a dick sleeve, mate, for £50.
£50 dick sleeve.
But I'm not giving you the whole sleeve. Oh no, I could probably do a dick sleeve for £50 if it's just 2 lines and some balls in it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sweet. Dick sleeve for you, John. Congratulations, you fucking won, or maybe you didn't.
Any more pictures?
Any more pictures? I don't think we have, or do we? Let's have a quick check.
I kind of have a thing to talk about.
Go on then, Sophie.
I was going to say.
Go on then.
Because I guess I'm kind of struggling with this with art as well. Like, okay. How do you find your style?
How do you find your style? So, have I got a style? Because I, for years, got told that I had a style when I didn't think I had a style.
Okay.
Your style, mate, is fucking shit style.
Shit style.
That's what we say to people. Like, there's loads of people go like, they're doing some shit. Like, say that lass I was on about. She's doing like these wonky proportions or something like that. And you say like, these could benefit from some like more study. And she goes like, that's just my style. It's like, no, being crap at it isn't a style. Yeah. Like, if you want to make them wonky, you need to learn how to not make them wonky, then make them wonky as a choice, not just because you can't make them, You
need to learn the rules before you break and bend
basically.
them.
So how do you find your style? Like, I think... Oh yeah, so I'm going to say, like, people said I had a style for ages, and it's like, I don't know what my style really was then, because I was doing realistic stuff. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's just the choice of colours is like, goes towards a style.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like using certain colours and I had preferred colours to do. So if I did a skin tone, I would use like this same dark, medium and light most of the time.
Okay.
Unless it was really... Because that doesn't necessarily isn't necessarily perfect because you have all the greys and greens and purples. You know about that kind of color theory stuff in like reflections and stuff. I tended to not really want to mess on with that because when I mess on with that, it like I can get them looking good, but like it takes so much longer than to just go dark, medium, and light. Like so, if it's more cartoony, I would go dark, medium, and light and be done with it, kind of thing. But see, if I was doing a rose, I preferred to do a rose. I like them dusty kind of pink colours.
Yeah.
So let's say you've got a red rose as the reference, or a green one, or whatever green one, but whatever colour on the reference. I would always, or often, black and white it, and then I'd do it dark, medium, and light with the colours that I chose.
Right.
So I'm going to be missing loads of subtle, like off colours, for the different reflective lights and stuff like that.
I get you.
And I think that was adding towards the style.
Yeah.
Because I tried to break down what people meant by saying that I had a style. Because I thought I didn't. I thought I was just copying pictures and that was it. I thought a style was like your choice of how thick your outlines go or
the shapes and stuff, yeah.
And then when I did outliney stuff, I would have different sized outlines. I like to change the outline size based on different things. I don't always do it in every tattoo. But the other day I randomly commented on something like, because I keep taking the piss on these groups all the time. I love it so much because I'm a dick. And some guy had said thank you to whatever I wrote, and he says I changed how I worked because of watching you.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, I didn't even think you'd have heard of us. Like, he says, it was something to do with the line weights and stuff that I would choose, on different pieces, and he's got favourite pieces of mine and stuff like that, and it's kind of weird. So I had to realise that, the numbers on Instagram aren't necessarily the amount of people who actually follow or watch. Because there seems to be more people know me than the amount of numbers that I have.
Right, yeah.
Or know of work I've done or something and it just, I may not be worth following because I post so many random shit and they only want to watch one kind of style, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But how would you work on your style? I feel like a lot of people, when they do try to work on a style, it looks forced. It looks like they're trying to find it. Mm-hmm. I think, really, that very, very, very basically, it would just be do the stuff you enjoy and don't do the stuff you don't enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't like putting this certain colour in, just stop. On most, your custom pieces, draw the things that are fun for you and ask people to get them. Mm-hmm. And it's going to kind of move towards your style. And don't be scared of trying new things and making mistakes and stuff like that.
And I assume you didn't care as well? About...
I wasn't trying to have a style.
Yeah.
I was just, I liked tattooing. Yeah, I wanted to just do these tattoos. Yeah. And, so the cartoony stuff was more like me trying to get a style. Because I'm like, I really like this certain look. But when I would try to do... See, I like Matt Lappin's work. And some people doing new school stuff like that, but every time I would try and draw a face like that, would be so wonky.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to exaggerate stuff and I don't know what I'm supposed to exaggerate, so it's it's so wonky. I'm like, oh god, I don't like that. It's happened 2 times where I've had someone booked in for something and I've not been able to tattoo them because I couldn't get it right.
Right.
Even before that or whatever. Mm-hmm. And this is not the best advice. I'm not giving this as advice, but that time when I had 10 grand saved up at a certain time. I blew 3 on a Cintiq, some on a laptop, and someone weed, and I just sat in the room for 2 weeks off work, just smoking too much weed and drawing.
Right.
And something clicked in amongst that. I bought ZBrush, which is 700 quid or something like that.
God.
And playing with that, the 3D modeling thing, it clicked something in how 2D works because I was working in 3D.
Yeah.
That it's I understand when you turn it around because I've seen it. It's what I'm seeing with that last doing the studies. When you study with it real, it's easy to make it drawn like that. You know what I mean? So I'm seeing the shadows, seeing the shapes on the 3D thing. So when I come back to 2D, I understand it a bit better. And then I had a tattoo booked in of a peacock. I drew that, just a random shape, and I'm like, I tried for ages, months I had that booked in for. I was trying to draw it and I just couldn't get anything I liked. They all looked like squashed birds that were kind of flying up the leg. And I just did this weird question mark shape. It wasn't even flying. It looks nothing like a peacock, but I loved it and she loved it. So that's the kind of start of a different style. Mm. Then the cartoon style is different again. And that's just based on me stripping away everything. It's I'm going basic composition would be... I do the basic composition of a first basic sketch would just be circles. So I'm going right, so I'd want a skull about here with a rose maybe up there, another rose down here. Then it's like I want a couple of like leaves coming off here and here. I want some element there, but I don't know what it would be. And then it's like it could be a gem, it could be like a crystal, it could be like whatever, anything really, a bit of fruit or anything. But when they're circles, it's there's got to be something there. If there's something there that's green, there wants to be something there and there that's red to balance it out. You could get this colour here kind of thing. And when I'm doing that circle thing, I'm like, right, so the character's basically around there, then the face is around there, then the eyes is around there. And I'm like, that could work just like that.
Yeah.
And it's almost, I don't need to draw the extra shit. I don't need to have the character have like a chin and like a head and his hair. And, you know, I don't need any of that stuff to still be able to do what I want to do with it. Because it's not really about, look how good I can draw characters. It's about saying the jokes and having, and you get connected to these characters anyway. And they've developed a bit more. You can see as I'm doing the new ones there, they're getting more advanced than the previous ones are. But in that very basic style of the flat colour with a darker version of the flat colour as the shadow, that's it, just to suggest some kind of shape. And it becomes its own style. But that's, like I say, built off stripping away everything and only adding the bits that I really need.
Yeah.
And then you can add more to it and see how it fits, you know. Because I think series 10 of the cartoon, if I get that far, almost finished one episode, would be like probably different than what it looks like now. Because I'm already thinking about, you know, everything so far has been like flat colours and like a definite line, no blend kind of thing. I'm starting to think about experiment with like softer edges and stuff like that to give like certain shadows, you know. I see when the highlights off on the van from the moon, it's got a soft edge at one point, so it does like blend off.
It's risky to do stuff like that with cartoons because
it is.
But I think the way you do it will be fine. But yeah, that was just because like, I mean, everyone always struggles with this, I guess, with art.
Was that the door?
Don't know.
It's either the door or one of the dogs has escaped.
Yeah, like some people who have a super distinct style, they can just break things down into simple shapes. They know exactly like how to break it down to the simplest point.
Yeah. Grounded Affected there is saying, and I'm assuming this is in...
it's about style stuff.
It's about the style stuff in relation to the how to get a style. You put in the work, put in the time. But this is the thing, like, a lot of people would say that. But it's... If you don't know where to put the work or time, though, it's like... You would eventually figure it out with, the, like, you know, the 100 monkey theory. Yeah. But, like, knowing, like, what to put the time and effort into is important. Like, I feel like, what's that other thing that people say a lot? That they'll say, if you want to get good at something, you've just got to practice it every day.
Practice makes perfect.
And they're saying, I practice for like 6 hours a day, like every day. So just practice for 6 hours a day every day. And it's like, they didn't do that though.
Yeah.
Although they did do that, they loved it, and then it didn't feel like they were forcing themselves to practice every day. You're not going to get that good by forcing yourself to practice for 6 hours every day.
Yeah.
If you love it though, you'll just have automatically done it.
I think that's something though, like, because the thing that I always loved drawn, and I've drawn since I was little, is like characters. I've loved drawing characters, especially fantasy characters, and I've drawn them for so long, but I'm still not happy with how I draw them. And I'm like, why? I thought I would have got to a point by now that I would have been happy with how they turn out. What
is it that you're not happy with? Is it, right, because I wonder about this, you know, that whole college discussion. There was a thing the other day, someone had said she's trying to get a job and her artwork's decent. I did almost put it on to talk about. Her artwork's decent, but no one's given her a job.
Oh, because she said she was thinking a degree.
But she's got a master's degree in art or illustration or something. And it's like a load of the comments said the same thing, and I said something along the lines of that. Like, I don't know if the degree's helping you. And it may be because the artists you're trying to go to are intimidated by you having a degree. You might know more than them. But it also may be because they find it harder to train someone who's got a degree. So they've already learned a way to do it. And sometimes you're going to be giving them something that's contradictory to what they already know. Or sometimes you're saying, like, so let's do this thing. And they go, oh, yeah, I already know that thing. And they, like... you think you're talking about the same word, but they've got a different meaning to this word because someone's already explained the word to them. So they can't get onto exactly what you're saying because they already think they know it, but they don't know what you mean by it. So it's almost like you've got to unlearn all of that stuff to then relearn it your way to be able to teach.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there's some of that with this as well. Because to one of my friends who I first ever started tattooing with, this is not even a tattooing thing, he was really good at the guitar. And he'd went to college and learned to play the guitar, and he knows all about chords and the scales and everything like this, right? And we were playing songs or something like that, or solos. He could do the blah, 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 that kind of stuff. And if me or Neil was writing stuff on the guitar, sometimes he would be like, that's the wrong note. It should be this note next. And it's like, you play it and it's like, I kind of like that other note.
Yeah.
Because we're not listening to like where it's supposed to fit. We're listening to what sounds good to us kind of right now. But he's like, no, because the rest of the song's in like G major, which means that should actually be this note.
Yeah.
But that's the guideline to then break later. And I admit that we're not at the point of breaking the guideline because we hadn't learned it yet, as we were just saying. But I wonder if it's that.
Yeah.
Like instead of letting your proportions be off sometimes, now that you know them, you'll be like, I can't do that because it's a rule. I can't break it because the people who I know about it will judge me for doing it. And it may lock you into a place where you don't need to be locked into. Like when we were watching Tony Savaro yesterday, like some of his, like especially like the animals, it's fine. Like the proportions are all over the place. But when he does the women's faces and they look kind of wonky, it's not very satisfying. But to, like I say, if it's on a skateboard or on the bottom of a snowboard or something like that, it looks mint because it's just bright colours and lines and it doesn't really matter. It's all one shot. But to you who knows about proportions, who spend time sitting there learning it, you're just looking at it going like, I wish he would just spend the 5 minutes to learn how to do that properly. But he doesn't care about that because he's too busy sucking on his soap. He's not.
Sometimes I wonder if it is just coming down to like stop caring.
Yeah, definitely. Like, this was a problem with a few different apprentices I've had where like they care so much that they can't let themselves make a mistake, and it holds you back. It's like I was just like this is what my approach tends to be, that not knowing the thing. It's even though it's contradictory with what I'm saying you should do. I'll kind of just go like, whatever, I'll just do whatever I want. I don't want to know what other people are doing. I'll try this, and then if it works or doesn't work, it's like I'll learn, okay, I'll try this next time kind of thing. That's more fun for me. But sometimes, I'm making mistakes that are sometimes silly mistakes, more earlier on. But sometimes I've done that same thing. Like, say, there wasn't loads of people doing black nipples. Because I'm like, why is people not doing the nipples black? It's like, why don't we just do it and find out?
Yeah.
And if it's like your nipple falls off, then, are you willing for that? And they're just like, yeah, I'll try it. I don't care. I've been stabbed in the face twice, mate. Let's just do it. I'm just like, okay, sweet. Then it doesn't. And it's like, oh, shit, it takes 5 goes. Then it's like, I'm at a convention and people are like, wow, he's even coloured the nipple in, what? And now that someone goes on Instagram, they're just like, oh, this is a cool move. I'm going to colour the nipple in and make a video of 10 million likes or something. And it's like, cool. I just didn't know how to advertise it, I guess. But yeah. So I think you might care too much. Yeah. It's not stop caring, but stop caring as much.
I know. I think it's like going on Instagram and Twitter and stuff and seeing people have really cool, distinct styles and being like frustrated at that.
I think sometimes, like another piece of advice that I've given to people they never listen to, stop looking at that for a bit.
Yeah.
Like, and I know you want to go and look at it because it's like an addiction. You want to be like, it's like, okay, I'll leave it off for a week. Then you're at home going like, how would you do this though? It's like, okay, yeah, cool. But like, stop looking at that for a bit. They just draw your stuff. I think what with your thing though next is the lines, then pens that we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah, the studio pen stuff.
We'll figure out how to get you to do the lines perfect. And then, because we'll play with line weights and stuff like this a little bit, and then you might not like it, you might like it, but if I force you to do it, you've got no choice. And then you've been given at least an exercise to then learn. Okay, you've got 1 minute to get your rest of your questions in, otherwise I'm fucking going, mate. Because I've got pork scratchings to eat. I haven't got time to sit around here talking to you cunts when I've got pork scratchings over there. Look at us, look at the size of this one, man.
Potentially next live stream will not be in this room as well.
Yeah, give us ideas for our new live streaming room, because we're going to do a new room. This one is starting to piss us off because every single time, excuse me, what's that? I'll find out what that is later. Every single time we're setting up, something falls off somewhere. Whether it's this desk here, that one there, something falls off and I can't get out to go for piss. It's just...
Yeah, because we're trapped behind the bed
This is where I
and
tattoo.
the table. And so, like, to get out, you have to climb over.
Zero. Hang on. What's 666's phone number? 0191 5666 050. I shouldn't have put that number just on the internet randomly, should I?
No, you just... you fucking doxed someone's phone number.
Been looked up once. This is not podcast information. Local council. Oh, that's fine. I'm not asked about what they think.
Someone's put... It has to have RGB or it's not a real live stream. Them's the rules.
What's that mean?
It has to have, like, red, green, blue LED lights all over.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have, like, purple lights coming from the background, fucking green, fucking blue. All the best colours. How you like. Cool, okay. I'm going to go and find out what this council thing is falling us for. I'm honestly not interested in what they have to say. Why would they be ringing me? Hey, excuse me, Sunderland Council.
Not Sunderland.
No, bro. No, it was Sunderland that said it now.
I thought it said Liverpool.
No, Sunderland it said. Okay. Cool, bye.